Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the audacity that the Americans have. What would make the American, or rather Donald Trump's administration, even think that Burkina Faso, the stance that Burkina Faso has taken towards imperialism, towards imperialistic countries, towards France, towards the West, siding up with Russia and doing their thing, what would make this Trump administration think that the Captain would want to take in these deportees?
These despicable humans.
They are despicable.
Yes.
The audacity, the arrogance, go to him.
I just think
Ask him.
I think Donald Trump, he thought, if Donald Trump is asking Captain Ibrahim something, he's not going to say no. I am Donald Trump.
If he Donald Trump.
Yes.
Yes. So Traore would just agree.
Yeah.
He came to the wrong guy. I think maybe this would then be the official introduction.
I don't bow down for nobody. My Burkinabé people come first.
Burkina Faso is not a land of deportation. And they used some very funny terms there as they were trying to propose this deportation thing or deal on them. We're going to get to it now once I start reading there. But I'm glad that Captain Ibrahim Traoré said no. Of course, I wouldn't even have expected him to say yes.
Yeah, of course. It's not part of the vision for Burkina Faso. Why must we accept these deep people that you don't want in your country to come here? To do what? To cause havoc.
You know, besides the fact that maybe they give you money, like these Rwandese who will do anything for money. Besides the fact that perhaps maybe the US will extend some sort of like funds to them, it's an insult.
Yeah.
And when it comes to these migrants being deported from the US, being like deported, I always go back to what Marco Rubio said. Marco Rubio said, we are aggressively looking for third world countries to take in these despicable humans as a favor to the United States.
Why does these third world countries owe a favor to the United States?
Because they take aid.
But this Burkina Faso, they stopped taking aid. Why are you proposing Burkina Faso?
Because they take aid. Most of these African countries, they don't have any freaking choice. That Rwanda, I don't think that Rwanda takes aid anymore from the US. I'm not sure. I'll look in. I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
I'm sure in some way.
No, I think they used to, and then Europe cut some way. But anyway, for example, who's the other one who's taken? Eswatini. You're a king.
Yeah, and Ghana.
You're a king, you Eswatini. You're taking in despicable humans. So you just want that money.
But Eswatini, because he wants that money, the lavish lifestyle that he lives, he needs to keep it up. So let me just take in these people that America doesn't want.
They also just take in, some of them they don't want to take in, but they feel obliged to take, because if America cuts them off, like the way America said to Burkina Faso, we're going to suspend visa services, then that particular African country, that third world country, starts to feel the heat. Yes, because America is the biggest market, we know, but that's because also these freaking puppets, they haven't thought about creating, because, we are a market in ourselves. We saw like 1.3 billion Africans, and we all need things.
Yeah.
If Ghana starts producing this, South Africa can buy that. And South Africa can buy from Ghana. Rwanda can buy from Congo. But Rwanda, you have zero spirit of Pan-Africanist in you, zero spirit of unity. You Rwandese, you like to hide behind some form of Pan-Africanist, but you have none. Actually, in my opinion, I believe Africa is where Africa is because of this freaking Rwanda. I think so. Yes, you know why?
Why?
Because Congo is the heart of Africa.
Yes.
We've heard it so many times. They say, the success of Africa as a whole, the whole continent, one country as we believe in, the success of Africa would only come after the liberation of Congo.
Yeah.
So now if you're an African, you must say to yourself, okay, now, why is Congo not liberated? You, as a Ghanaian or as a Nigerian, Nigerian, huh? Not Nigerian, Nigerian. It's very similar. Or is anyone from these other African countries, you should say to yourself, if you know the truth and you know the fact and you believe it, that the success of the entire continent depends on the liberation of Congo, you should say to yourself, why isn't Congo liberated? What's preventing the liberation of the Congolese people, of the crème de la crème?
Yeah.
Why? You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you're going to see, because of that peanut country.
Because they keep on looting.
Yes, because of that Rwanda. So, and then you would, if you really loved Africa and you wanted Africa to succeed, you would start to call them out.
Exactly. They need to be demoralized and just said bad things about in public because they need to learn their lessons.
Just said bad. What do you mean?
Yes, say the truth. Actually, not bad things. Say the
it's
truth.
Not bad things.
Yes,
it's the truth.
Say the truth. You are looting Rwanda from Eastern DRC.
That part is understandable. Everybody knows that Rwandese are stealing from Congo.
Yeah.
But to just say the truth to them and to hold them accountable for the overall aim of having Africa liberated is the reason why most African countries or even Africans should come out here and call them out. But them also, they are hyenas.
Yeah.
Hyenas don't care. You cannot demoralize a hyena. You use the term demoralize them.
Yes.
You cannot demoralize these ones. Tutsis don't get demoralized.
But it's true, actually.
They don't get demoralized.
Even the videos that I see that Rwandese are posting on TikTok, on social media, they do not care. It's just His Excellency is that, His Excellency is this.
They don't care. They don't. Look, Captain Ibrahim Traoré is a very rare individual in this Africa that we're in. He's very rare.
Yeah.
He's going to get to heights. And my prayer is long live Captain Ibrahim Traoré. And I want him to see the fruits of this hard labor, of all the sacrifices that the Burkinabé people are doing, as the Burkinabé people pave the way for the rest of us. Because they have an epiphany. They're a blessed nation. My prayer is that he lives long so that we see how that Burkina Faso really becomes better than Singapore.
Exactly. Because what? For the past 2 years, 3 years that he's been there, you can already see there's a notable change in what Burkinabé people are doing in Burkina Faso. Yeah.
And the Burkinabé people, they're very polite, huh?
Yes.
You remember the guy we met?
Yeah. Very humble, very polite, yes.
He's from Burkina Faso. And most Burkina Faso people, Burkinabé people, they have that spirit of entrepreneurship.
He was very hardworking, yeah. A go-getter.
He was, but I'm saying most people, they have that spirit of entrepreneurship. That's why when you see certain documentary there, they even have electric cars in Burkina Faso, in Ouagadougou. They're pushing it and they're doing it. And a lot of Burkina Faso people are so smart that even the ones that used to live a lot in the diaspora are returning back.
Yeah.
Since Traore has taken over there and is shaking things up and changing things. And just because of the sentiment also around the world, how people are respecting people from Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
The Burkina Faso people in the diaspora, they have that sense of pride and they actually want to go back home and invest.
It's unlike other African countries right now because Africans are just moving out of the African continent, but they're not thinking of going back and investing in their own country because the government is so corrupt. So what Burkina Faso is doing, Ibrahim Traoré is doing, is a good thing. We want we want Africans to stay in Africa and help the economy grow.
Yes, we want to stay there, but the puppets also want to stay in power forever.
Yay.
And like you said, they are corrupt to the core. But let's go on with Captain Ibrahim Traoré. U.S. third country deportation strategy. Burkina Faso is not a land of deportation. The U.S. proposal and Burkinabè rejection. In 2025, the Donald Trump administration reportedly revived or expanded a controversial policy of deporting undocumented immigrants not back to their country of origin, but to third world countries, including in Africa. Under this scheme, some nations would accept non-citizens expelled by the US, even if they are not nationals of that receiving country. That is just a freaking messed up thing, first of all, huh?
Why does your country not even want you back?
Because it started there in that Venezuela also. They didn't want to take their own people back. They said, no, you committed crimes there. You can't send him here. He committed crimes there, so keep him there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I'm just trying to get into the mind of this freaking criminal guy or whoever this. Some of these people are still serving their terms. I know Rwanda came out here to lie and say that most people that they are deporting into Rwanda. Rwanda took how many? 250. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, 250 went in. And then Rwanda came out here to say, most of the people that we're taking, we the Rwandese people ourselves, we are in charge of vetting who must come. That's a freaking lie. Yeah. America is just telling them, take this one, take this one, take this one, take this one.
They have already assigned this group to Rwanda, this group to Eswatini. You didn't have a choice.
And Rwanda wanted to say, the ones that are coming here, they've already completed their prison term. That's another freaking lie.
No, man.
You understand? But then when it came to, okay, tell us what kind of sentences, what kind of sentences did these people receive in the first place? What crimes did they commit?
Yeah.
It's not just visa overstay, huh? It's despicable humans. Yes. So we're talking freaking murderers. We're talking major freaking high-tech types of stealing, high-tech types of crimes. Yeah, Rwanda came out here to play games, to want to make it seem as if they're in control of that. At the end of the day, we know that you do anything for money, you Rwandese.
Yeah.
People who've been looting in Congo and stealing in Congo do not come out here and use some form of integrity, form of vetting. They just take anything.
Yeah, man. They saw the number that US was going to pay them and said, okay, we can deal with this. Their number was $7.5 million for them to take the despicable humans.
$7.5 million
7.5
for Rwanda.
For Rwanda.
Just 7 million. It's already finished. As corrupt as they are, it's already finished, that money. Now they're stuck with those despicable folks. Look here, you Rwanda. We're still talking about the Captain because we admire the fact that the Captain is out here saying, hey, you, keep your own despicable criminals. This is not a dumping ground.
Yeah.
You understand, huh? This is Africa. This is Burkina Faso. We respect ourselves. We have integrity. We don't need aid. We don't do anything for money. In fact, we've already said no to IMF a few times. You, Donald Trump, or you, US administration, you should have known that when we rejected these loans from IMF, we are not desperate for money. We are willing to go through the freaking hard times until we get to the promised land. We know why we are sacrificing this. They should have known.
Yeah.
I think it's a stupid move that they did that anyway. But let me go back to those Rwandese. Since these Rwandese have the willpower, the willpower or the disregard of taking in these despicable humans. They would rather take them. They should also exercise that same character to take in their own FDLR.
Oh, no.
Since you can take despicable humans, you should be out here doing your utmost best to also take in this FDLR, who are extremist Hutus, who apparently have plans of coming over there to topple that government, that Tutsi government.
You should be able to rehabilitate these extremists as well.
It's about money. It's about money. So it's not about the extremist Hutus. It's about money. It's okay, let's keep those extremist Hutus there because that's an excuse for us to keep going into Kivu to steal. But it's never been about peaceful Rwanda. Because we're willing to take in despicable humans for 7 million, like you said, for money, for moolah. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And this Ghana also took in despicable humans.
Yes, Ghana took in, but then those despicable humans, some of them, they actually they're suing the government because of the way they are being held in a military camp for human rights.
Who's suing? Those
despicable humans. There's a certain amount, I can't remember the amount.
So they are free?
They are free there.
in Ghana.
Yeah, but they are being held in a military camp.
Held or hosted or accommodated.
Let's just say
Not
accommodated.
held. Yeah, because if they are being held, they don't have the freedom to go and sue. So
Yeah.
they just stay there in
Yes.
some military whatever.
Yes.
And they have the human right to actually sue. They are suing in that same Ghana.
They're suing the Ghanaian government because of human rights issues, the way they are being hosted, basically. The conditions are terrible.
Those ones must be like people that don't know much about Africa. You're going to sue the government there in that's a corrupt place. They'll judge the way they want to judge.
Yes.
They don't give a crap about suing or going to human rights abuse. They don't give a crap about that. They'll just judge the way they want to judge. Nobody's going to tell them nothing. But the guts that they have to want to sue the government for human rights abuses, okay, that's interesting. But you, Ghana, you shouldn't have taken despicable humans. Weren't you one of the first countries to have independence here in Africa? 1957. You have status, to uphold, You can't come out here and start doing the Rwanda thing.
Start doing that thing of just saying, okay, just for the money. No.
You're doing the Rwanda thing in you, Ghana. You're supposed to be Ghana, man. And speaking of that Ghana, there's a lot of crap also that's also always been happening with, not always, but recent times with Nigeria. Tensions between Ghanaians and Nigerians. Not seeing eye to eye. Certain Nigerians bringing their criminality mindset to Accra, to Ghana, and the Ghanaians don't like it. You're giving us a bad name, and vice versa. Obviously, it's not all Nigerians, but yeah, that's that. But Nigerians also, my people that I love so much, there's some funny things happening with Nigerians all over the world. There's this stupidity thing that's going on, this cult thing.
Cult?
Yeah, they do this cult thing where they do, especially in that Cape Town, in that South Africa, you're starting to hear a lot about it. That they have these cult types of stuff. You know, this organization between one another. Like, don't you remember the video that we watched that came out of Guangzhou? There was a Nigerian person in Guangzhou, China, who had gathered a bunch of Nigerians, and he was saying stuff like, "This is not your country. This country has decided to accommodate us. You don't leave Nigeria to come to China here, where you're seeking better life and opportunities to start going into criminality types of activities."
Yes.
You remember
that?
that?
I remember now, yeah.
That, those things
are happening in certain countries.
Yeah, through them. And it's also what I think they're talking about there in that Ghana. Yeah. So that's also them mistreating, or not mistreating, abusing the hospitality being offered to them. Already those South Africans, they think a certain way of Nigerians.
Hey, we don't want to give them ammunition, more talking ammunition.
Black South Africa will not even think like that. Black South Africa is only gets angry here when a Nigerian guy takes their woman. It's only only when Nigeria comes in and takes over the girlfriend's space, then Black South Africa will talk. But when it comes to entrepreneurship or this or that, Black South Africa doesn't have time to think about that.
They're sleeping on that situation.
They do that. Anywho, so some of these nationals that are being deported to these African countries are not necessarily from those countries. So like I was saying, so this particular guy, for example, from El Salvador or from Cuba, he commits crimes there in the US and then he gets deported to Rwanda.
This
Ghana,
third world country.
First time in Africa. Already some freaking place where he must go and fend for himself and see how to make it out of there. That's crazy, huh?
That's crazy. They're coming straight from a prison in the US, and then they put into a completely different mindsets of people just around them.
But I think some of them have completed their sentences. That's why even though they're being hosted in Ghana, like you said, at a military base, if they're able to still go out, that means they've completed their sentences there. Because they wouldn't just take a criminal from the prison cell straight out into public life.
Into the wild.
Into freedom. Into society. Whether it's a third world country or not. They wouldn't just take the prisoner that still needs to complete his sentences and just leave him, put him in the streets of Accra. Just like that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, America doesn't give a crap what you do with them. Or whether you take care of them or you lock them up or you make sure that they are not integrated somehow in society. America just wants them out of America.
Yeah.
Out of America. The audacity. Who was the other one? So there's a few countries here.
I think it was Sudan, South Sudan.
South Sudan, Rwanda, and Ghana. And potentially Uganda. According to media reports, since July 2025, more than 40 individuals have been deported to African states under such agreements, including Eswatini, South Sudan, Rwanda, Ghana, and potentially Uganda. Yeah. That Uganda also
wants some money from the US.
You're talking about African people.
Anyway, where the dollars are coming from, we'll take it.
They will do anything. Museveni, can you please tell us, what is the project that you need to complete? Should people vote for you this year or next year? When is this things? When is this? I think it's next year. Yeah, I think it's next year.
Yeah.
This month is that Cameroon.
It's today.
Cameroon.
It's the polls have opened today. The 12th of October, yes.
Hey, your grandpa Cameroon. Is your grandpa the president again? Did you guys vote for him? If there's a Cameroonian out there who voted for him, that Cameroonian is the problem. If you are a Cameroonian and you actually voted for Paul Biya, you are the problem of Cameroon. More than him.
Yeah.
More than him. More than Paul Biya himself. You Cameroonian, you are the one who's the freaking problem out here. And you're not only a problem to the Cameroonians, you're a problem also to this particular Congolese. Yeah. Because we consider ourselves Pan-Africanists and we believe Africa is one country. So whatever happens in Africa concerns us. So to all of you freaking people out there who always come out here and say, talk about your own country, we are. The whole of Africa is my business. Rwanda is my business. South Africa is my business. Okay, Operation Dudula. It's my business. Yes, it's true. That's the Pan-Africanist perspective. 2025, welcome. If you don't like it, who cares? Who cares? Who cares if you don't like it? You are in my country. Your supposed African country is in my country. Whew. You don't have the capability to understand that language. Some of them don't get it. That's why they sound the way they sound. They don't understand the position that we've given ourselves unapologetically. Africa is one country, unity. We are united. I'm united. I'm united.
Yeah.
I'm united with Africa as an individual. Just as an individual, my stance, my belief, the way I speak, my frame of mind is unity with Africa. I'm united by force with South Africa. I didn't necessarily say South Africans, but I'm saying and I'm acknowledging that geographical place to say that Western Cape is mine. I have every right, just like Julius Malema says.
Yep.
We don't see any freaking borders. It's a borderless Africa already within me. I'm united with my motherland. The rest of you humans who live in different parts of this motherland, we will deal with your mindset and hopefully soon you get an epiphany. But as far as we're concerned, Mauritania is my country. Ethiopia is my country. It's a part of my country because Africa is one. So stop taking in despicable humans in my country.
We don't need those El Salvadorians on our soil.
Yes, we don't need humans that other people don't want.
Yes.
We don't need humans that have committed crimes elsewhere and then you want to send them to the motherland. We don't need them. Eswatini, come down. Eswatini, Ghana, South Sudan. You, South Sudan, you already have problems. And you still want to bring in more problems. You don't have the capability to accommodate people. You can't even accommodate your own people.
That is purely just for the money. You have to say.
All of them.
Especially now South Sudan, because it's clear that they have issues. They are just using it for the money.
All of them have issues.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. Even in that Eswatini, the level of poverty there and unemployment there is freaking high. There was a time they were actually going through a lot of that sickness, that HIV thing, like it was big there.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of crap that look here, you're already a third world country. So you shouldn't even be on the list of being considered to take in despicable humans.
Yeah.
Because you can't take care of yourself.
The citizens in your country already are suffering a lot. Why are you adding even more problems?
It's like, for example, South Africa comes out here and starts taking in despicable humans. But look here, you say you have a problem of unemployment.
Yeah.
If you already have a problem of unemployment, why would you take in despicable humans? And I believe also the reason why Captain Ibrahim Traoré told the USA to F off and that they won't take in these despicable humans is because it's not just a pride thing, it's self-integrity to just say Burkina Faso is not a dumping ground. It's also because Burkina Faso knows that, look, we are rebuilding. We need to build first. We need to be in a position perhaps where we can do certain things.
Yeah.
We're still at the freaking beginning. Burkina Faso is still working on connecting cities and building roads and all this and construction, infrastructure, working on education. That's why he was in Russia speaking with Putin. We want you to bring in some of your university and your skills so that we can do a transfer of skills, Yeah. They're still working on that. But these puppets...
They just don't care about the aesthetics of anything. As long as this country is going to give me money for these people to come and stay here, it's fine. Let them come.
It's about money with puppets.
Yeah.
You puppets. Part of the arrangement has reportedly involved financial incentives. Did we have to read that freaking statement? Financial incentives, puppets. Taking these El Salvadorians. Burkina Faso is the only country in Africa here who has the guts to come out here and say, no, keep your freaking money. You want to buy me. You want to buy my integrity, my dignity. We are out here telling France to F off because we want to stand on our own 2 feet, have a sense of pride and give dignity back to our own people. You want to come and present us with financial incentives, America. America doesn't know that they're dealing with the Captain. Captain, thank you very much for rejecting these freaking deportees.
Yes, Burkina Faso has broken the chains and is going to continue to be broken. They are not going to tie themselves up with America now. No need.
I wonder if they also went there with the same amount of money that they went with to these other countries. Or if they say to themselves, wait, that's a Captain, don't make it 7.5, make it 15. And he still say, no.
Try to make it attractive.
Human Rights Watch received written agreements indicating $5.1 million US funding tied to migration and border management support to Eswatini and 7.5 million to Rwanda. In similar terms. Just 5 million. 5 million only.
But that's like a lot for Eswatini. It's a lot converted into their currency.
And so they take that 5 million, and because I read here before, it's not like they're deporting thousands of people. It's like 40. 5 million for 40 is a lot, huh?
Yeah. Because what are you going to...
Let's just talk about that Rwanda. When they got that 250 people, 250, but there's 7 million here. Do you think Kagame is spending millions even on them?
Oh, please.
In that small little currency of theirs? No way, man. It's just, you stay there. And this Rwanda, they've already built money because there was a time they got some money from UK.
Yes.
In advance.
Yes.
Which they never returned. In fact, they came out here to say, you still owe us more.
We signed a contract. You just gave us the first half.
They're not spending all that money on those deportees. All that money.
It's going into the RDF, I'm sure.
Yes. Straight into RDF. They take that money, they bought lunch for M23. It's true. They need, because M23 doesn't have anything.
Yes.
Those M23 soldiers are busy crying. They're starving. A lot of them are running away, from that M23, from that Nanga.
Because they were forced anyway to go into it.
Even the ones that volunteered, there's a lot of M23 soldiers that believed that M23 were truly freedom fighters and that really they were out here to liberate and to bring change to supposed Congo. A lot of them joined under those freaking principles. But as time went on, they started realizing, wait a minute, this Nanga is a terrorist. He's a terrorist. And as soon these M23 soldiers who are running away from them now, especially after they condemned that Joseph.
Yes.
That's when a lot of them woke up.
Yeah, like just an epiphany came.
They say, ooh.
It could be coming.
They just saw condemned to death. Ooh. The same Joseph who came here a few months ago. So that means he's not allowed to come back here. That's when it hits them. Bang! And now they're thinking, we need to leave. They're leaving by the hundreds.
Yeah.
By the hundreds. There's a lot of videos that are already circulating there. Yes. So they're being forcefully recruited there.
I also saw a video saying that because the people are being forcefully recruited, these young boys, mothers are actually going to M23 leaders and pleading for their sons to come back.
Of course.
Yeah.
Mothers have nothing to lose. They go there, but they get chased away.
Yeah.
Those boys, that's the crazy part. And these freaking Rwandese, my friend, we all over the place. We're talking West Africa, Burkina Faso, but like I always say before, Rwanda will always come up in conversations or discussions.
It's hard not for it to come up.
If we forget about Rwanda, we are doing an injustice to the Congolese people. If we don't mention Rwanda in our discussions, we are doing an injustice to the 20 million Congolese who have lost their lives since Rwanda has been in Congo. That's why... Me, I will always mention these people until they leave, until that freaking defensive measure is lifted. Defensive measures. I don't even want to refer to it as defensive measures. Until those people stop stealing, actually they are gangsters. These are gangsters.
It's offensive measures. It's not defensive, it's offensive.
Exactly. Offensive measures, defense. Defense from what? LDF, FDLR is not real. FDLR is there because Kigali wants FDLR to be there. It doesn't serve Kigali to neutralize FDLR.
No.
The freaking documents are lying here. You see these declarations of principles or this freaking peace deal that says we need to neutralize FDLR. It's a freaking lie.
Yeah.
It serves Kigali best that FDLR exists. This is a perfect freaking alibi. An excuse for Kigali to have its freaking boots in the creme de la creme, in Kivu, the richest country. It's always been about money. Don't tell me that this freaking RDF, these defensive measures, are in Congo and they are not touching minerals. They are not touching minerals. Only fools will come out here and believe that. So you, Paul Kagame, as you stood there in Brussels, you telling the whole international community that your RDF, your troops that you've deployed there in Congo, is strictly just for defensive measures. And this particular RDF, together with the freaking proxy M23, do not touch minerals. They don't touch minerals.
He must think people are idiots.
For 30 years or 31 years, you've deployed your freaking people. You've used proxy after proxy after proxy to destabilize Congo. And your presence in Congo, you have never touched minerals. You're a good human being, right, Paul Kagame? Your people don't touch the minerals of Congo. It's strictly just to get rid of this freaking threat. Only goats would believe you. Yeah. Only goats are out here saying that guy is a Pan-Africanist. Only goats are out here. Even you people who keep quiet about this, you are also to blame. The Africans that keep quiet about this, the Africans who also know that, wait a minute, of course Rwanda is looting from Congo. But you keep quiet, you're a goat too. You're a goat too. You're a fake African. It's true, fake African.
Yeah.
There's too many fake Africans here, huh? So many fake Africans. And we are worse than the Europeans and the Asians and the Americans and everybody else because we are actually the third world country. The third world countries acting fake. Where's the hope?
What is there to be fake about? We're already third world countries. There's no need to be fake.
No, you're already a third world country. You cannot afford to be fake. You have to be real. If you want the promised land, if you want a better future for your kids, stop getting married, stop having kids, man. If you want a better life, if you want Africa to stand up, like to put hashtag Africa stand up. How? It's you. It's you who must stand up. Hashtag Africa stand up means me as an African, I can use superior logic thinking and say, that Rwanda is looting from Congo, man. And that's not right. And you draw awareness and you don't keep quiet about it. And you come out here and you voice yourself and you are real and raw with it. Direct. You call the truth. You act like Patrick Rules. Unapologetic.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, say it the way it is. Because that's the way you're a true African. You are saying it. Stand up. Rwanda, you are looting.
20 million lives is not a joke, huh? 20 million lives. Even Donald Trump was out here saying 10 million lives in the last 30 years. 10 million. Did you just say 10 million? We should have a freaking... Time must stop. Time must stop. And every human must come out and give a moment of freaking silence and say, what? 10 million? And that 10 million is not even the correct number. It's upwards of 20 million. 20 million heartbeats. Among them, women and children. And babies. And babies.
Yes.
The fact that Paul Kagame is still standing on some freaking stage in this world and giving speeches is an insult to humanity.
The fact that people are still inviting him. He must be isolated.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And they all know. This is why he's not the only one. They are the ones actually benefiting. That freaking EU, even the West, they've been benefiting from his doing.
Yeah.
He's also a proxy. M23 is a proxy of Rwanda, and Rwanda is a proxy of huge powers. Rwanda is also a proxy of like the European Union and Glencoe and some of these Western freaking institutions.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're also proxies of others. You understand?
Yeah.
You think he's the final step? And he decides, okay, I'll send here, I'll send there, I'll send. If they want people eating after Rwanda, after Paul Kagame, after they've looted from Congo, if they were not, they would have gone after him.
Yeah.
The reason why they don't go after him is because they are eating from what he's doing.
And they're eating nicely.
And he's taking the what do you call it? The schlap for this. We all know.
And this is just what he signed up for. People are just going to badmouth me. He's just going to accept it because, he's also eating. So I will just take the bad criticism, the bad press, and I will just continue talking slow on these podiums.
But Felix Tshisekedi owned him in Brussels. Felix Tshisekedi owned Paul Kagame in Brussels because that, in front of the international community, it's like, you people are starting to say that I'm not for peace, which was a freaking lie. Because they wanted to change the narrative here and say Congo doesn't want peace and that Congo wants to go to war. Of course, first of all, we are freaking entitled to go to war. It'll be the right that we have to defend ourselves because you are the freaking aggressor. But let's just put that aside. But that's what was going on. Because they were talking crap already, even through that Mossad ballers to try to say, Congo, why don't you want to sign? So that means you want to go to war. You're not for peace. You know? To try to isolate him somehow to talk crap about Congo. But Felix Tshisekedi came out here and showed them that he's a political animal. When he came out here on stage, that's why he said, I'm going to say this in this forum here, this, what do you call that freaking forum? Global what? Global Gateway Forum.
Yes.
I'm going to say it in this forum as proof. And I want the world to hear, including that freaking White House, that I'm extending a hand for peace here.
And that's exactly what he extended.
He says, let's have peace, let's work together, let's develop our nations, our communities for our people.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hold on and not ask for sanctions against you because I want to hear what you, Paul Kagame, will say. Kagame couldn't say shit there. You can see, caught red-handed right there. Do you want peace, yes or no? Of course you don't want peace because peace means Rwanda must leave Congo. And if Rwanda leaves Congo, what does Rwanda have?
Absolutely nothing.
You don't have anything in Rwanda. You don't have natural resources. Your survival depends on looting Congo. But now you have to shake the hand of peace. If you don't, you're guilty. You understand what I'm saying?
And we all know that he's guilty because even if, Tshisekedi did that thing on stage publicly, he spoke after, Kagame spoke after him.
No, I think Kagame spoke before.
Oh, before him?
Yeah, before. Kagame spoke before Tshisekedi. But you are Kagame. We're talking peace here. We're talking conflict here.
Yes.
You could have said, I want to say something else. And anyway, you didn't have to, but they said, Felix Tshisekedi said, I'll wait to hear. That Kagame and that, what's his name? Olivier, the foreign minister. What minister? That's not a minister. That high school boy.
Yes.
They ran to Twitter, or to X.
They ran to X.
To go and act childish. To go and act childish, basically. This tells you these people were never for peace. They were never for peace. Peace is not in the best interest of Rwanda, as far as Rwanda is concerned.
Yes.
What do they? They don't have anything. They would have to hope on some economic regional integration so that they can make money somehow. Without Kivu, without the ability or the need to steal from Kivu, they have nothing, including that Uganda.
Yeah, even that hand that Tshisekedi has extended to even say that economic integration, yes, within the peace deal, is already something of, okay, please, enough now. You can still make money, but the legal way.
Yes. You know, as much as I'm not happy about what's happening in Palestine and how this Netanyahu retaliated to Hamas. Some other people will think twice before they go for Israel again. Huh? They'll say, hey, if you attack them, they'll flatten your country. But this side, you, Tshisekedi,
that's actually true. Because you can clearly see.
That's what some people are saying. Why are you talking peace, man? They attacked your country for 30 years, 20 million. You said by the million. You still out here saying you want peace. You should just attack quick, man. Don't talk peace with a hyena, man. Hyena is not interested in peace.
That's clear now because it's taking a long time for him to even tell his M23 enough now.
That Rwanda thinks and believes that Congo is weak. Felix Tshisekedi is weak. You don't have the guts to attack me. This and that and this and this. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But also, I believe that this is also like a warning. Because if this Rwanda doesn't take the hand of peace and takes back their freaking proxy, their rebels, their Nanga, and that Kinshasa finally attacks that Kigali, Kinshasa will have the right to come out here and tell the international community, I warned him.
Yeah.
I said I wanted peace. But he played the Kagame thing. He kept lying.
Yes.
So we've had enough. And boom. And you freaking Kigali, you have more to lose than Congo, huh? They have more to lose.
Yeah.
Hey, we have 27 provinces, 26 provinces. You only have one.
You already included them.
Yes, I included them because they're supposed to become the 27th province of Congo.
Yes.
Because look, think about it. That Rwanda is smaller than every single 26th province of Congo. We can afford to lose 2 or 3 or 4 if we should go to war.
But we don't want to.
Look here, we can afford to lose even 5 because there would be casualty. But yours will be done because you only have 1. We still have 26, man. We have 26. We can say, okay, let's attack them. It's going to cost us 5, perhaps. with their drones and their whatever. But we would just be focusing on Kigali, then khalas. They would have to try to focus all over Congo. How?
They don't have the capacity to do that.
Look, we just aiming for that Kigali. That's it. They have to aim for every other 26 province to try to cause some damage. It's impossible. They cannot win that war. Or they can try. Look, we should have retaliated against these freaking people since the toppling of Mobutu. Not to come out here and start paying them $60 million per year. They even had the guts to say, we help you remove that guy, so you must pay us. That's a freaking lie. It's a statement put in there just so that Kabila can start eating with them. So Kabila, the agreement is you're going to get in there, but this is what you people owe Rwanda because we helped to remove that guy. Who asked you? We have to remove Mobutu Sese Seko. And those Kabila that were implanted there, those Rwandese also, they just agree because they were also eating from that budgeting.
Yes.
It's a budget line. Think about it, a budget line. So the money comes out of Congo, 60 goes like that to Kigali, and of course a couple of millions goes back somehow to whoever that, whether it's Laurent Kabila or Joseph Kabila.
Yeah.
And everybody's happy. The books are balanced in Kinshasa.
So-called books.
Yes, for 18 years. You see, actually, that Joseph Kabila is actually the biggest freaking traitor of Congo, possibly in history. Anyway, come the freaking hell down, Rwanda. Let's go back to the Captain.
Yes.
Let's go back to these deportees, these migrants that have been rejected by Burkina Faso. These agreements, we're talking about the agreements that the US puts in place with these third world countries that are being run by puppets who are out here money hungry, who will do anything for money. These agreements, in many cases, are opaque. Little public details has emerged about how terms were negotiated, the legal basis, or how deportees are processed or held. Little public knowledge about these deportees is made public.
You don't know what kind of people these are. You can't just say we want these despicable humans out of the US soil, but who are they? What did they do?
Little public knowledge. You don't need to know everything.
I mean, these citizens in these third world countries that these despicable humans are going to interact with. No, we don't want that.
We're not going to tell you what type of sentence these people had or what crimes they committed. Little public knowledge on the processing and on how they are held. I didn't know these ones were being held at the military base.
Yeah.
That's what they're complaining. That's what those ones in Ghana, like you said, were suing.
Yes.
So they say, no, this is against human rights.
Or maybe this is not what the story that US gave them when they said, you're going there.
They don't have a freaking choice, man. They just say, you. Somebody just stands up there and reads names. Come. You're being interrogated there. Come. You're being interrogated there. Come. And then that one just, those people don't have a freaking choice. You're flying tomorrow.
Where to?
Just get ready. Where to?
Don't ask me where.
You don't have rights here. Just get ready. Tomorrow you're flying. You're going to Kigali.
What? Where's that?
Africa. You're going to Africa.
And then all those images that people portray on the media just flashes in his head.
Africa.
He's thinking tigers, lions.
First time in Africa. That's a crazy thing. It was in this context that, according to multiple press reports, the Trump administration or its agencies approached Burkina Faso with a proposal to accept not only Burkinabè nationals, but also foreigners deported from the USA. In the same types of policies, in the same types of agreements, the way they deal with Eswatini, Rwanda, Ghana, they also approached Burkina Faso. They approached the Captain in the same way. That we will be sending, we can send some, not just Burkinabè, people from anywhere in the world. You need to take them.
We'll give you this much money.
As a favor to the USA. Because the USA should be without this kind.
Why do we need to give favors to you?
Because we are the USA. We are the biggest market.
You want us in your good books.
We can switch off that freaking Visa, huh? That Visa and MasterCard. We run things here. We can just sanction you, bro. We are the muscle. Don't you remember when Trump was first saying, we're going to take Gaza and make it the Riviera of the Middle East? And a smart reporter asked him, on whose authority? Under the authority of the United States. Yeesh. That's saying, yes, we know that there's democracy. Yes, we know that there's international law. But at the end of the day, we have freaking B2 spirits. You understand? We have muscle. We have weaponry. We have the right to defend ourselves. We can defend ourselves. We don't give a crap about law.
Yeah.
We don't give a crap about what's right or wrong. We are the United States. We have arms. Okay, we decide we're going to do it. Under the authority of the United States. Do something about it. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a level like that, huh?
Yeah.
There's a level there also where it's like, okay, you know what? We've had enough of this crap. We're gonna bypass every freaking procedure now. Take this B2 freaking spirit and go and destroy those freaking bunkers there in Iran. Go. Undetectable.
Yes. Undetectable. Let them fly for 37 hours, 32 or 37 hours.
But also just think about it. If you had power like the US has when it comes to technology, they created the freaking internet. If you had power like they had, would you be out here entertaining every conversation? Even in our social gatherings here, you don't. You'll be like, why am I listening to this one also? You, don't talk to me like that again, huh? You'll point.
You'll hear that accent come out even more.
You'll point and say, look here, don't ever look at me like that, huh? We are not on the same level. If you had the power. Yes. So sometimes we find it wrong that the US comes out here and acts imperialistic like that.
Yeah.
But if you had the power, what would you do?
Yeah.
You would humble yourself? Or would you also be out here and say, I said stop doing that?
Of course you're going to exercise that right.
It's easy for us to just blame imperialism, huh?
Yeah.
But also imperialism is also out here saying, why am I negotiating with this weak ass? Why am I negotiating with somebody I give aid to? I give you aid, man. Why are you out here making speeches in the UN saying you people need permanent seats, veto power? These puppets, we give them aid and they want the power to veto our ideas.
No way.
The audacity of these freaking puppets to stand up in this UN and say they want the permanent seats. When they take aid, we give them aid, man.
They must laugh at all of those African puppets asking for permanent seats and veto power. They
Especially
must laugh at them.
You Ruto. What fiery speech? That is just talking, just to fool the Kenyans, to fool the Africans, to say, did you hear William Ruto's speech?
He stood up
He
for
stood
Africa.
up for Africans. Ooh, Africa is waking up. Waking up what? It's still part of the strategy to keep you there. Because you think they're waking up, but they're like, okay, they believe we're doing something for them. Yeah. I wouldn't even put it past the fact that perhaps even imperialism itself told Ruto, make a speech like this. Give them hope. Make them think that you're fighting for them. But at the end of the day, you still puppet Ruto. You understand? We need more Kenyans in Haiti. That imperialistic beast can play these people like that, huh? Imperialistic beast is a strategist guy.
Yeah.
He's out here in our faces just for the fact that Marco Rubio can come out first and say it. We're looking for third world countries to take in despicable humans as a favor to the US. The fact that they even say it, it means they're not out here to negotiate with you, man. We treat you like this.
Yeah.
And then these other ones, this Ghana, Eswatini, what's the other one? Rwanda. They take. And Uganda, possibly, they take. You're embarrassing us, man.
They should take a stance, these African countries, and no, man, we are also people of integrity. We do not want your hand-me-downs in our country, no matter how much money you pay us.
puppets don't think like Captain Ibrahim Traoré. You're expecting these puppets to act like a captain, like a Burkinabè. These puppets don't think like that. Only a captain will come out here and say, US, we reject this freaking migrant deal. And they say it strongly. Yeah. No, this is not Burkina Faso is not a dumping ground.
It's a land of dignity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Where was this now? In the same context, huh? Okay. Yeah. The US request to Burkina Faso. Media outlets report that the US made multiple approaches to Burkina Faso, asking whether Ouagadougou would become a receiving country for third country deportees expelled by the US. Under that proposal, Burkina Faso would accept non-citizens, for example, people not originally from Burkina Faso, expelled from the US. This would expand the burden of US immigration policy beyond bilateral repatriation. The arrangement was understood partly as a way for the US to reduce its burden of detention and removal by outsourcing parts of its immigration enforcement to third countries. The US Embassy in Ouagadougou shortly later suspended most routine visa services for Burkinabè nationals, redirecting visa applications to the US Embassy in Togo, in Lomé, Togo. The timing fueled speculation that it was a pressure tactic.
Yeah.
They did it on purpose, man.
So I'm going to make life difficult for Burkinabè, for your people.
You don't want to take in these despicable humans? Okay, from now on, you Burkinabè people, when it comes to visa services, you must travel.
You must spend money, more money, to go and get your things.
You need to go to Togo.
Yeah.
That's Togo. Togo, what is your role as a mediator between Congo and Rwanda? What statements have you made?
They also just took money for a supposed role that they played. They did nothing.
You know, one of Felix Tshisekedi's statement in Brussels now at the Global Gateway Forum with the EU was to Lourenço. Lourenço is the president of Angola, thank you. To Lourenço, he said to Lourenço, you know, the mediation that you, Lourenço, were making between Congo and Rwanda, they were going well. And they were almost 90% complete. We were almost there. But somehow, out of nowhere, you removed yourself as a mediator. You boycotted, he uses the term boycotted. You boycotted the process for reasons that I, Felix Tshisekedi, still don't know up until today. I don't know why that was done.
Yeah.
Just imagine. So that Lourenço, perhaps you ate enough money and then you just said to yourself, enough. Let me leave this. Let me go in. Now I'm the president of the African Union. And his reason was he needs to focus on that broader thing. But why did you leave the mediation?
He could have still held it in control. Why are you president of the African Union? Still, that is issues in Africa. You should still be able to mediate.
Look, these people, I don't know how they think, but I think they only think with how much money they're getting personally. That particular war took, and you're a neighbor of Congo's, that particular war took 31 years, and you just leave it as the mediator.
Yeah.
And you don't even give a proper reason to that Congo.
No.
Look, Congo must just get to a place now where they just buy as many arms as they can and just handle freaking business. Because these people will continue to jump through hoops like this, left, right, and center. We cannot be waiting on an aggressor. We cannot be waiting on Rwanda to tell us. We should just force freaking Rwanda out.
Yeah.
We cannot be waiting on these people who are the aggressor, who are looting and unaliving our people to let us know if they will go ahead with peace.
Yeah.
That's not how you deal with it. You must deal with them like Russia dealt with that freaking Ukraine.
Yeah, the security part of the deal with US and Congo needs to fall into place now. They need to be able to somehow show force within Congo.
Even that US is stalling.
Yeah.
Give the freaking arms, man. Provide the security. You want the minerals first? No way. Land there. Start doing drills. It's true. Bring in these freaking drones.
Do some test practices there.
And have fun with Blackwater. Land there, start doing freaking things. Start taking out M23. Start taking them out. And then we'll see that you're also serious.
Yeah.
Masad Bolos, you're just talking too much. There's no freaking integration with M23. You must just put it in your head, man. What the hell must we integrate? Rebels.
Yeah, even that thing that you said in the beginning, the US has tools at their disposal. Show us the tools.
He didn't just say US has tools. He says the US has many tools that it can use. It has many tools at its disposal. It has many tools, huh? Right now, you're only performing the tools of talking crap, bro. First of all, you should admit, that it's a freaking G-side happening there. Admit that there's a G-side in East Congo. Masad Bolos, admit that there's a G-side in East Congo. Start there. Start there. The US has many tools it can use. It's been months, man. These people don't respect peace accords. These people are not out here to respect any form of signature they put down.
Yeah.
Like we said before, these African people can sign anything, anytime, anyway.
They don't care about any paperwork. They just need to see the physical things.
You are dealing... America knows that Rwanda has been looting. America knows that Rwanda just loots. So you know that. So stop stalling. Just bring in the machineries.
Yeah.
Bring in the equipment. Let's get the show on the road. We cannot be waiting for an aggressor to make up his mind whether he wants peace or not.
Waiting for a thief to say, okay, no, enough is enough. I've done enough looting now. It's okay. Maybe next week, maybe the week after that. No, man. It needs to be aggressively stopped.
You're waiting for a hyena to tell you, okay, I will stop stealing. I want peace.
They've been doing it for 31 years now. How are they going to stop just like that?
Felix Zekedi, that hyena will not come back with a positive answer. That hyena will find ways to stall. They're in charge of the East right now. Why don't you take FDLR? FDLR is in the East. FDLR is in the East. RDF is in the East. And together with their baby M23. So take FDLR. Take them. It's not
go
about
integrate
FDLR.
them. Go rehabilitate them.
It's not about FDLR. It's about the minerals. It's about the minerals. Let's continue to steal minerals. Anyway, again, like I said before, back to the Captain.
Yeah.
We're talking about despicable humans, and we're talking about the fact that Captain Ibrahim Traoré has integrity.
Yeah.
It's not like you, Rwanda. You people took in despicable humans.
Just for an easy buck.
The US diplomatic note reportedly cited violations by Burkinabé nationals of visa usage rules as one justification for limiting services, though the embassy did not publicly elaborate in depth. They'll tell you whatever reason. So apparently the US is out there saying, no, we're doing this because there's some irregularity. Right? You people are misbehaving with certain things. There's certain violations here. That's why we need to do this to protect. No,
they can make up anything just to save face, but we know it's because of that.
Because you don't want to take in despicable humans.
Yes.
You're an African nation. You're supposed to take in despicable humans.
You
from
must
the
just
US.
listen to what we are saying, man.
According to the U.S. Department of State Consular page, as of October 10th, 2025, the U.S. Embassy in Ouagadougou temporarily paused all routine visa services. Immigrant visa processing for Burkina Faso nationals were moved to the U.S. Embassy in Togo. Visa applications are to be made in Togo or another country. I'm interested in Burkina Faso's response.
To that one, yeah.
To all of them, yeah. Burkina Faso, under the military government led by Captain Ibrahim Traoré, responded swiftly and forcefully, rejecting the US proposal.
No need.
Swiftly, and forcefully. Puppets don't do this. You understand? Only a capitaine. Foreign Minister Karamoko Jean-Marie Traoré, speaking on national television, called the proposal indecent and contrary to the dignity of Burkina Faso, framing acceptance as inconsistent with national values. Yes. Sorry, this is... As Burkina Faso taking in these despicable people or these deportees is not something. It's not decent. It doesn't go to according to the values of Burkinabé people.
No. We will not take these despicables. No, thank you.
America must be thinking, who's talking like that?
They have values.
They have values. They said it doesn't go with the values of the country.
They have a stance.
They say they have dignity. These Burkinabé people say they have dignity, and so they're rejecting this forcefully and swiftly. On television, they released this statement.
Yes. No time for diplomatic things in between. No.
It's not a letter. It's a televised response. Take it.
The world must know we don't want your despicable humans.
Yes, we're not just responding to you. We need the whole world to understand our stance. Yeah, this is a new Burkina Faso here. He emphasized that the proposal violated the principle of national dignity and sovereignty, saying Burkina Faso is a land of dignity, not deportation.
Yeah.
Ghana, did you hear? Eswatini, did you hear? Rwanda, did you hear? Only from a captain. And this particular captain is a military guy.
Yes.
A military guy is out here. Only a military guy can have balls to speak like this. These are the ones who don't even go to gym. These are the puppets.
And he's a young guy.
Yes, he has nothing to lose. He's still like, he wants to do it.
He's headstrong. I said, no, this is where I want my Burkina Faso to go. No deportees from the West. We don't need you. No, thank you.
He says Burkina Faso is not a land of deportation.
Yes.
This is not a land of deportation. Traore also argued that Burkina Faso had an open visa policy towards Africans and that this hospitality should not be interpreted as a loophole for the US to get rid of populations it considers undesirable. Because people can just come now.
Yeah.
So it's saying you mustn't think just because we say Africans can come in here that we are a land of deportation.
That's a free for all, no matter what country you're coming from.
The reason why we want Africans to be able to come in here like this is because we believe in African unity. We Pan-Africanists, and we want Africans to feel at home in Burkina Faso. It's not for you to understand as if we would take in anything.
Yeah.
Undesirable humans. Don't get it twisted. I like it like this, huh? Africans need to start talking like this. Not just to say, yes, I'm sending my Kenyans to Haiti. First, they butter him up. They give him a state visit, that William Ruto. Come, stay at Blur's house. This is a historical guest house. Okay? William Ruto, stay there. And then after that, okay, we need you to send 4,000 Kenyans to Haiti.
Of course. Yes.
Yes, you cannot say no. Okay. The foreign minister framed the US visa suspension and redirection as a pressure tactic rather than a genuine consular necessity.
Yeah.
In media accounts, Burkina Faso's rejection was described as firm and resolute, refusing multiple US overtures. Yes. The government insisted it would not be complicit in deporting non-nationals or becoming a dumping ground for U.S. removals.
U.S. removals. Yeah.
In sum, Burkina Faso publicly rejected the U.S. proposal in no uncertain terms, invoking sovereignty, dignity, and national principles. National principles.
Yes.
U.S. actions after Burkina Faso's rejections. After Burkina Faso's refusal, the U.S. took additional steps to pressure or recalibrate the diplomatic environment. Visa suspensions and redirection. The U.S. Embassy in Ouagadougou suspended routine. Well, we've read that part since the 10th. The U.S. State Department's reciprocity visa page now states that immigrant visas for Burkinabè nationals will be processed at the embassy in Togo, in Lomé. And non-immigrant visa applications for Burkina Faso must be handled in Lomé or another country. Okay, yeah. In Togo.
So basically anything that needs to be done in the U.S. Embassy in Ouagadougou, is basically they are just there taking up space. There's nothing really that Burkinabè needs to do in there. Because why would you be going into the U.S. Embassy? For visa.
Yeah. And perhaps, what do you call that? Starts with the S, that term.
Yes.
When you want to certify something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those services also.
Yes.
There are certain documents you just
attesting.
need to... Yeah, attesting. So it's not just visas. Well, they say visa services, but there are other services that embassies also offer if you want to do some attesting. I don't know if that's still going on, but we'll see. But at least know.
I don't care about the money, please. We are working on things.
Yeah, we don't care about money.
Yes.
We have national principles, huh? National principles.
We have dignity.
Yes, we need to uphold dignity. Yes. We cannot be out here just taking people in.
Yes.
Just because we said all Africans can come to Burkinabè doesn't mean that you, America, must see Burkinabè as a land where any despicable humans can also come. Huh? We're doing this in the spirit of Africans. Africans can come without a visa. But your deportees or your whatever people are not allowed.
No need you. Thank you so much.
We're saying this forcefully and swiftly. You must understand this message once and for all, says the Captain.
We don't need back and forth.
And we're not going to mix our words as we reject this freaking proposal. Just understand it, and next time, don't bring us such crap.
Next time, you won't even think of Burkina Faso. Don't things like that.
Don't think of us like you think of Ghana. Don't think of Burkina Faso like you think of Rwanda. Do not think of the Captain as you think about Eswatini people. This is Captain Ibrahim Traoré, and we are self-reliant. We make our own decisions. We are no puppets of imperialism. Respect our values, our national values. You understand? We have dignity to uphold. We have a generation to groom here.
Yes.
We're instilling values in our Burkinabè people. We are not a land of deportation, says the Captain to the first world country. The country with nukes, with B2 freaking spirits. We don't give a crap if you have more power than us. But we are patriots. C'est la patrie ou c'est la mort. You understand what I'm saying? Patriotism up in here, and we have values to uphold.
Yes.
Don't bring us these freaking proposals, man. Captain Ibrahim Traoré told him.
Don't think about us, man. Relax.
That's what we like.
Yes.
That's what we like. That's what we are hoping that all of these other puppets of Africa could sound like.
Yeah.
But puppet of Rwanda and puppet of Congo are here fighting.
They cannot see eye to eye.
Crazy. Can you try, while we're here, can you try to Google big quickly about those freaking Cameroonians? Those Paul Biya.
Yeah.
I want to see if that Paul Biya is back in there again. Of course he's back in. Everybody knows that he's the audacity that Paul Biya actually had to just not campaign at all. And only 2 days before he comes out and he makes a 25-minute speech.
World's oldest president, no.
He's still saying, Paul Biya in his speech was still saying, I know the problems that you people are facing, problems of unemployment and all this.
Yes.
And you'll fix it in 42 years. You must think you're talking to goats. You think you're talking to goats. But you, Pan-Africanist of Cameroon, why come you people don't speak against this? The Pan-Africanists of Cameroon, they like to talk too much about only other places.
Yeah.
They don't talk about their own freaking Cameroon. It's only Cameroonians coming out here saying, please, Patrick Rules, please speak for us.
They're scared. They cannot talk about it.
Change must come to Cameroon. Please speak for us.
Yeah.
If you are an African country and you know that there's no free speech in your country, you must encourage the people of your country that are in the diaspora to speak for your country. So the Cameroonians who live in the diaspora, the Rwandese that live in the diaspora, I say Rwandese because I know they don't have free speech, and the ones that live in the diaspora at least have the guts to have a real conversation about their regime.
Yes.
Yes. And the people from Equatorial Guinea who also live in the diaspora, every African that lives in the diaspora, if you know that in your country there's no freaking free speech, you have a duty to speak from your diaspora. You have a duty to speak there, but don't keep quiet and just wait for Patrick to speak for you all the time. What's wrong with you? Oh my gosh.
They say that they have until the October 26th to announce the final results.
That's a normal trend in Africa.
But Paul Biya placed his vote today in a primary school.
He voted?
He voted, obviously, for himself.
Paul Biya.
Yeah.
Today is the 12th. And they have until when?
October 26th to
announce the results.
To announce the results.
Yes, to calm the freaking people down.
Yeah.
What must take 2 weeks?
2
weeks to announce the result. What?
It's for Paul Biya to try and change it, maybe.
Not to try and change it. This decision was made 40 years ago. It was the results were announced 40 years ago that in 2025 he will win.
Yes, he will go for an 8th term.
This is just formality.
Yeah.
It's for life.
He's 92.
Yes, it's for life. He's president for life. But they just want to make you think as if there's democracy there. There's no democracy there, man.
These people going to vote is just, it's an act.
It's a big act. Yes. So, that was Captain Ibrahim Traoré doing what he does best to put imperialism at its place.
Yeah. To keep them at bay.
Yes.
Away from Burkina Faso.
You imperialism, stay that side.
Yes.
That other story, what was this other story? There was this story here about those NGOs in Burkina Faso. See, arrest of NGO personnel in Burkina Faso. The spying allegations.
Yes.
Those people. In the later half of 2025, Burkina Faso's junta arrested 8 individuals affiliated with an NGO and accused them of espionage and treason. This action fits into a broader pattern of tension between the state and foreign or Western-linked organizations. The arrests, what is publicly known about the arrest, on October 8th, 2025, the government announced that 8 people working for the international NGO safety organization, Netherlands-based, has been arrested on charges of espionage.
Yep.
The detainees reportedly included 2 French nationals, including the Burkina Faso country director, 1 Czech national, 1 Malian national, 4 Burkinabé nationals.
Whoa.
The Burkina Faso security minister, Mohamedou Sana said the NGO staff had collected sensitive military data, such as troop movements and operational zones, and allegedly passed it to foreign powers. Authorities claimed these staff continue to operate after an earlier administrative suspension. End of July 2025 of that whatever activities in the country. Reuters report that the government intended to bring the arrested individuals before a prosecutor. Already, if they're talking espionage and they're talking treason,
it's already very serious.
Oh, it's already that condemnation that Joseph Kabila got. We're talking treason, espionage, collecting information from the country and sharing it with foreign powers,
especially for the Burkinabé ones there.
Yes,
that is complete treason.
Oh, those ones, those four nationals.
Yes.
Hey, you don't mess around. They must just get their fate, man. If this is true, if the story is true, and they did that, they must get their fate. Nobody must mess with Burkina Faso. Yeah, that's that. But that's an interesting story. No need to really go deep into that. That one, they must deal with it.
They will get what they did for what they did. Yeah.
Anywho, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Appreciate you guys so much. Like the video. Follow us on TikTok. How you guys doing? I just see 99 plus comments. Sorry, we couldn't be reading all these comments down there because we live on YouTube. We're doing the YouTube thing.
Yes.
And so, but don't worry, TikTok. I'll be back later. Okay, time to go swim now.
Yes.
But thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you guys so much. And later.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Like and subscribe and share.
Yes.
And switch on your notification. And do your thing. Merci beaucoup. Boom. Later.
Yeah.
Okay, TikTok. Don't worry, I've said goodbye that side.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the rose, David.
Okay.
Let me see the comments.
There's a lot of comments.
Yeah. What have you guys been saying?